Hi, I'm Toyya Braskey from Galveston, Texas. My Facebook page is Galveston's Psychic Paranormal Researcher. Today I wanted to talk to you about the significance of if a hawk shows up in your neighborhood, in your front yard, in your path. It's usually supposed to be a spiritual omen of some type of protection, some kind of change that's about to happen in your life, and usually it is spiritual protectors over you. Now, I'm going to tell you that this little SOB Cooper's hawk showed up in my yard about a month ago. That hawk has terrorized every little tiny bird that is in my oak tree. It has caused havoc and chased all the squirrels away. It has chased away the little baby possums. I'm so mad at that hawk, but unfortunately hawks are a protected bird, so there's nothing that I can do about it. I know that they're supposed to be significant because they're very precise hunters, things like that, but really this hawk has not been such a spiritual omen to me as it has been a nuisance. The other important bird is the phoenix. The phoenix represents birth, life, and death to many cultures. And so I just wanted to pass that along to you as far as the symbolism of birds and things like that. Also, the owl is very important in many cultures because of their wisdom and different things like that. One thing that I want to talk to you about today is on my page you are going to hear actual disembodied spirits. Now, I know that there's a lot of psychics that they hear messages audibly and then they pass it along to you. Now, I can do that. I can sometimes hear telepathic or clairaudient messages, and especially if I'm tapped in trying to listen to EVPs. At the same time that I'll hear an actual spirit talking telepathically over that, I can hear other conversations because I'm so tapped in. As far as meditating on a certain subject or something like that. So that does happen where psychics just hear the message and then they pass it along to you. A lot of times when those type of psychics are doing a reading for you, you have to understand that the pictures that are coming into their mind are very quick, like just a second of what your loved one might have looked like. It may be like a certain laugh that they see. It may be a type of personality, and they'll say, so at times they're kind of like, it looks like they're searching for what they're going to say. Like they may say, well, was your daughter or mother a brunette? Did she like this or that? Was she a funny person? Because a lot of times when spirits come through to us, we do get the feeling like, oh, that's a funny person, or wow, that was a hostile person. You know, you can feel their energy. But I like doing actual EVPs because it's that way, you know, it's not something that I made up. It is something that you hear in real time that was recorded, and it is the disembodied spirit. So disembodied spirits come through in many ways. They're not all nice. A lot of them have things to say that are derogatory. Some of them say scary things. Some of them say things like, I don't want to see my family. I wasn't friends with my family. I haven't forgiven them on this side. Some of them will tell me, I don't want to talk to you, meaning me. They'll say, I don't want to talk to you, leave me alone. In that case, I just stop. But there's a lot of them that do want to talk to me, and sometimes the things that they talk to me about are things I don't even understand. I may have to go Google what they're talking about because I may not understand the message. There are also times that spirits will say things that seem very odd to us, like they don't seem important. And they don't always talk about, oh, I love my family, tell them that I love them, tell them I was at the funeral. They don't say very common things like that. They will come out and they will say something that is so unusual that you're like, well, should I tell the family that they said that? Because you're just not sure. Especially like in the case of when I was doing a reading one time, and one of the family members did not believe in my skills. And I'm aware that there are prankster spirits. So many times when I'm doing readings, these prankster spirits come through and they say just really ridiculous things. And so you're like, that can't possibly be the subject that I'm trying to channel. That must be these prankster spirits. So during this session that I was doing for a murder victim, one of that person's family members did not believe in what I do. And so I was doing a session, and during that session, a lot of times as soon as you open that portal, many spirits decide to come through all at once. So you're trying to listen to the subject that you're trying to channel, but there's also spirits talking in the background saying things. So that family member had asked me, ask Amber something that only me and the cousin would know about. So during the time that I'm doing this, a lot of messages are coming through, and I hear something really stupid like, tell her about the time we pushed somebody out the window. So as soon as I heard that, I was thinking, this is not Amber saying that. I don't even believe that it's her saying it. I'm just going to erase the message and I'm going to stop what I'm doing because I think the prankster spirits are just, getting on my nerves tonight. I'm going to stop this session. So really and truly, I was going to just delete that message because it wasn't important to me. It didn't sound like something that the victim would say. So as soon as I stopped doing my EVP, I heard a being on my phone where someone was texting me or trying to call me. And when I looked at the text or answered the phone, it was that person's family member asking me, did I get anything in the reading? And at that time, I was saying, I really didn't feel like I got anything tonight. I feel like the prankster spirits were just out of control tonight. It was really frustrating. I just got some stupid message, and it's not even Amber, about somebody pushing somebody out the window. And as soon as I said that, then the family member was, oh my gosh, I'm convinced you are absolutely talking to Amber because nobody would know about that. And she proceeded to tell me a story about when they were teenagers. They had snuck a boy into their room, into the bedroom, and their stepfather came in and caught the boy in the room. And so their stepfather pushed the boy out the window. So see, a lot of times we don't want to say what we hear because we're so scared of being wrong. But it may be that one thing that the family recognizes. And then sometimes you'll say something to the family and they're like, nope, it doesn't match anything that I know. And it may be the prankster spirit. So this is a very delicate thing to balance because you're just not sure what information is coming through is true and what is not. So this can be very frustrating work to do, but yet very rewarding because as soon as her cousin said, oh my gosh, you have to be talking to Amber because nobody could possibly know that, it means that I am able to tap in. And that's so important to me because this work means a lot to me. I really want to be able to do it to help people and to help families, to help murder victims, cold cases, to help grieving families. I'm not really a ghost hunter. Um, I would not say that I would ever provoke spirits. Um, it's not the thrill of something scary. For me, it's research to prove that there is life after death and that our consciousness does continue on even after physical death. So I just wanted to make that clear to you, and I don't want to make this something like a fake, like everything is beautiful on the other side, because it's not. I have channeled all types of spirits. I believe that I have even channeled demonic spirits. And some spirits come through and they are the nicest spirits, and they can answer you. They can answer in detail a question and an answer when you talk to them. Some spirits come through and they want to tell you things, like they have told me things that I wish that they hadn't told me. Sometimes they have come through and they have totally lied to me, like deceptive demons, because they will say something that's absolutely not true. There are mean, vindictive spirits that will come through and try to put you down, try to intimidate you, try to scare you. So this is not something that you want to do. If you intend to just try it and play around, you're probably going to scare yourself doing it. You have to really understand what you're doing. And I want to say that I am not a religious person. I pray every day of my life. I believe absolutely in a God of the heaven and the earth, of my Heavenly Father. That does not mean that I'm a Christian. But I pray every day of my life, before I do this work, after I do this work, and in between, because I believe that prayer is very protective. I've always known that there are good spirits and bad spirits. I say a lot because a lot of times when I'm trying to do these videos, I'm usually getting off of work, or I'm so tired that I'm just exhausted. But I want to try to keep in contact with you and keep videos coming so that you understand what I do. I have not posted the really derogatory or scary EVPs because I wanted you to get used to my page and to see the milder side of what I do. Later, I may post some of those very scary EVPs. And right now, I probably have over 7,000 EVPs. Of all of those EVPs, you're only seeing approximately like 100 of them on my page. So I have a lot of work that I have not posted yet. I don't always paint my face, but I've been in a phase lately where I've just felt like doing something extra. And this week especially, my grandmother has been on my mind. And my grandmother was a Cherokee Indian. And what's unusual about that is, if you understand DNA, DNA does not always pass to every sibling in the family. And sometimes DNA companies like Ancestry may not have a marker for American Indian. But I do know that my grandmother was Cherokee Indian. Now, when I had my DNA test, I will tell you, I'm 50% British from England. I am 30% Hungarian because my father's side was Hungarian. And I'm also German. And there were no markers for American Indian. That doesn't mean that I don't have the blood. There may not be markers on Ancestry, or there is a chance that I didn't get any of my American Indian ancestry because DNA is not passed to every sibling, so it could have passed over me. But that doesn't mean that I can't honor her. And also I'd like to make it clear that I dress in a lot of cultural clothing. Um, my style is bohemian, first of all. That is my favorite style. Second to that, I love to wear Aztec clothing. I like to wear American Indian things. I love to wear things from India. I love those cultures because I love the colors that they wear, the vibrant colors. And I've never felt like dressing in another person's culture is um, derogatory towards them, or um, anything that is negative. Actually, I feel that it is honoring them. And so you may see me in who knows what. I might be wearing Aztec clothing on one video. I might be wearing stuff from India on another. Um, but what I like about all of them is in my own character, I love adorning my hair with headbands and with feathers and with beads and things like that. Um, I love long hair. A lot of times I will wear my hair in pigtail braids. Um, I love very bright colors. So when I look at things from India and they're wearing like orange and hot pink, or purples and golds and things like that, oh, I'm so excited because I love those kind of things. You can tell by my furniture that I'm kind of bright. Um, my things that I collect in my house right now are from India, but also kind of just things like from Peru, and so kind of eclectic things, but bright things. Um, Again, you may hear me saying because sometimes I'm scanning for what I'm going to tell you next. And a lot of times I'm just worn out by the end of the day, like I've worked a lot for the week. And so anyway, this is kind of like a convoluted video, but I just wanted to come on today and just talk to you for a while and just try to keep up with you and say hello and say thank you to my new followers. I really appreciate you. And have a happy 4th of July. I hope that you and your family celebrate it and you have a wonderful time. I hope those hurricanes that are in the Gulf miss us. And I pray for the people who are in their path. So have a nice day. Bye.